Dave Daly right here on the Muskegon channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave Cackley's over there, and let me tell you first and foremost, I'm a little under the weather. So I'd like you to take it easy on me today. I feel a little queasy. I feel a little kind of just a touch feverish. I think I'll survive. But I might not be on my 110% mode today. I might be at 109.
Okay. Well, that's good enough.
Yeah, see.
That's better than 84% of most people.
Got my Mr. Blue Sky shirt on today, so things are turning in the right direction.
They should.
But
so do we want to talk about it? We got to talk about this, right? The show.
Yeah. Let's start off with what happened yesterday afternoon, because it doesn't happen often. Usually,
it does not.
Usually, if a text goes out, it's me to you first.
Right.
Because you're il comunicado. You don't say much to anybody. Yeah. Yesterday afternoon, I get a text that says, "Oh my God, what is going on here?" And you are watching.
I'm watching Abducted in Plain Sight on Netflix. This pseudo documentary. If you have kids, it's not an easy. Here's the thing: it's not an easy watch.
No.
I couldn't stop watching it though.
No.
It was the single most effed up thing I have ever seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of weird stuff. This was next level. And
I'm telling you, dude, I laugh not about the circumstance at all.
No, it's horrible.
It's horrific.
But the naivete of the family was just, your eyes like, he's doing what? He had to do what? This guy, this. Now, nobody died. Let's preface it. Go ahead.
Nobody dies.
Nobody dies in this.
Well, the bad guy dies.
Well, the bad guy, eventually.
Good. And good riddance. Screw you, pig.
What, the manipulation, I understand people have charm and they can get you to do stuff.
Right.
But what this guy was getting this family to do.
Family.
The mom and the dad, wow.
We've ridden in a car together, you and me.
Let me just say, this is a must. If you have Netflix, this is a must watch. It's a gotta watch, and you may need. I don't know if you're going to need therapy afterwards. I probably What
I had a hard time
I
had a hard time thinking it wasn't scripted.
Yeah, that was weird.
Because this cannot happen. What went on in this situation is beyond reality.
And how matter of fact the family was talking about it. But you know what I found? The creepiest of the people who were interviewed was the brother of the guy. The brother of the guy who did it.
No.
He's like, that dude was, he was off too. He was off in a.
See, I thought the dad was the creepiest.
The dad is creep. The dad's got some issues.
Dude.
Figure out and still has issues without question. But the family is for going through all that. I will say, unbelievably intact. Considering everything and considering the naivete, and you got to also think of we're talking about the early to mid 70s. Certain things weren't talked about, and certain things you didn't even realize were things. You didn't realize people did this,
right?
Especially growing up in that area of the country. But then still, what they allowed this guy.
Dude,
the FBI being involved, and then what? Oh, geez, you just trust me. You got to go see it. We don't want to. This is the thing: we don't want to talk too much about it because we don't want to give anything away. But if you have Netflix, or if you don't have Netflix, get Netflix. Watch Abducted in Plain Sight. It's otherworldly.
Oh, what are you doing? Flashing on and off?
Nothing.
That's crazy, weird.
You know what I think's going on here?
Power.
It's not a poltergeist. I think the ice, because we got a lot of ice here in Walker. Yeah. So anyway, we might want to power through this.
I'm going to leave this about Abducted in Plain Sight. At the point you're pulled over in the car with some other guy, and he looks at you and says, I could use a hand here.
Oh, my God.
At what point?
And he goes, at what point did you say, get out? Get out of my, get out. Get out. What
or
did you just ask?
Do you just go, I'm out of here. I'm walking home.
Or I'm out, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought, what?
And he's sitting there in his lazy boy. And he's like, well, I thought, what the hell, you know?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And again, I need to say, in no way am I making any light of the situation of the victimization of this little girl.
Horrible.
At all.
And
the guy got what he had coming. The father should have killed him himself, not left it up to the guy to kill himself. That was disgusting. But
man.
My God,
it's also easy to play armchair quarterback when you go back and you think of the 70s.
No, it's not.
I'm not excusing it. Okay, you're probably right,
dude. Please,
you're probably right. I'm trying to give the look. I'm trying beyond trying to give the family the benefit of the doubt on their naivete. This was not a look. They had their issues.
Okay, so, dude, the mom cheats on the dad. The dad. Then she goes back to him.
My God.
What?
Hey, till death do you part, Andy.
Oh, my God.
Still together. They're still a loving family to this day.
Of course, yeah.
And she wrote a book.
And it was never really revealed that they were a loving family today.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Yeah, because everything was every interview was separate, but the impression you get is that everybody's still together and
cuckoo.
Wow.
All right, do the
All right, ready to get into we're gonna downshift a little bit. Washington Post reports that presidential candidate and Senator Elizabeth Warren did indicate that her race was American Indian in a form filled out back in 1986. The document was with the Texas State Bar. The form is the first known instant of the Democratic hopeful's attempt to identify as Native American. Warren has apologized to the Cherokee Nation for taking a DNA test in an attempt to prove her ancestry. Now, the test did show that Warren is 1,024th American Indian. But the reason I'm doing this story is this is an old story. This idea that she's, identified as this to get, preferential treatment or whatever for law school. But the fascinating thing to me is who's reporting on this story, because Fox News reported on it. You would expect Fox News to do this story. You'd expect it, right? It's Elizabeth Warren. She is, big time in the Democratic Party. She's a presidential candidate. But the fact that it's CNN and the Washington Post really pushing this more so. And I've got a theory behind this. Now, keep in mind, I've got no inside information, but this is my theory. They don't want Elizabeth Warren. And when I say they, I'm talking about the Democrats in power do not want Elizabeth Warren as the candidate. So she's already taken slings. You can make an argument that they're sabotaging this candidacy. And the same day, now they've been talking about this story. The poll comes out, and this is what I've said. I said, you got to have this guy at the top. Joe Biden is the most popular Democratic candidate right now. And I've said this. You throw Joe Biden in with Cory Booker, that's how you beat Donald Trump. If that's what you're looking for, you're looking to get back in power, that's what you do. And I think the powers that be inside the party are doing some really, really smart things. Now, you could say they're dirty. You could say CNN and the Washington Post should, but let's everybody lay their cards on the table.
Yep.
CNN and the Washington Post, they lean left. Fox News leans right. It's off. The blinders are off everybody. Everybody's picked a team. Everybody's chosen a side. The only place you're going to get objectivity is right here. I'm just telling you. Yeah. That's what I think is going on. I'm not 100%, but that's what I see kind of happening, and we'll see how it shakes out in the end. Because Elizabeth Warren, let's face it, is a slightly more likable, slightly younger, but not much version of Hillary Clinton without the baggage.
Okay.
But that's why I think they're playing up this Native American thing, which, like I said, is an old story. It's 31 years old. And even though it is a minuscule, infinitesimal amount, she's as Native American as you and I are, basically. But anyway, moving on. More than a dozen students at a Cleveland school were hospitalized after being exposed to candy that contained marijuana. Teachers say found the gummies in a room the children were in and noticed on the packaging that the candy contained the drug. Some of the children did complain of chest pains. I mean, kids usually aren't allowed to bring anything into school anymore anyway. And I don't think, none of the kids suffered any real ill effects from this.
Yeah, but you can't put foreign stuff into kids.
Right, absolutely.
So you got to get them checked out, and you got to make sure that,
right, you can't, if you got medicinal gummies for your glaucoma or your anxiety, whatever, yeah, you got it, because it affects kids differently, especially, I believe these were kids between the ages of between 5 and 9.
Yeah.
Not 100% sure, but you gotta take it easy.
Keep it away from kids,
I'm just
man.
saying, limit the number of marijuana laced gummies you give your children. Okay?
Don't give them any.
Just limit. I just said so. I said limit it. I don't want to judge those who do. I'm just, me. I'm non-judgmental.
And for the whole marijuana thing, there are marijuana products that come with no THC in it.
Yeah.
So they don't. If you just need the CBD for pain and things like that.
CBD, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So. Oh, that's just a fun. Yeah, I like to downshift. We started off.
You did great.
Ridiculous.
With the brilliant political analytics you threw at us first, it's like whoa. And then you downshift.
Wow, we're going all over the place here.
I love it.
Finally,
I love it. I love it.
I appreciate your love. And once again, thanks for opening my eyes to that. God, I may have to watch that again. Okay, see, now you got to watch Cobra Kai on YouTube for free.
Okay.
You don't even have to just watch the first 2 episodes. You have to watch it, and then you tell me what you think.
We'll get right on
Muskegon football. See, I did it. You got to do it now. You got to return the favor. Another Muskegon football player is heading to the big time in the Big Ten. Mono Shores linebacker Jacob Whalberg, no relation to Marky Mark, has made his college choice. Whalberg is heading to Purdue to play for the Boilermakers next fall. Whalberg chose Purdue over Western Michigan. So congratulations. Another Muskegon athlete is going to hit the big time. And, man, I don't know what they're putting in the water, the food, the vitamins over on the west side.
You know what it is?
What?
Pure awesome.
Oh, I thought you were going to say gumption.
Nope.
Or awesome. Excess vitamin B12.
I sprinkle it in the water myself.
Other sports, both the Pistons and the Wings were off. Michigan State didn't play, so that's sports.
Have yourself a great Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Later.